Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So I do have a Chilli video for you today. Now, before you go, oh, not another Chilli video, this one's special. This one is special indeed. Chilli finds his soulmate in a Walmart parking lot. It is just beautiful. The self-proclaimed constitutional law scholar of 20 years meets the self-proclaimed 10-year shaman in a Walmart parking lot. It is absolutely amazing. The minute Chilli sets eyes on her, sparks are flying. Like you can tell he's enamored with her. Unfortunately, 2 minutes along with him and she's going to be running for the hills. But he even recognizes that she needs mental health just like he does. I mean, can you imagine? They could share a room together at the local asylum. It would just be amazing. Hell, they could probably get married right there in the asylum. I mean, I don't want to think about how mentally messed up their kids would be, but I mean, it only took him 48 years and he found her. He found her in a Walmart parking lot while abusing police officers. Enjoy the video. So here we have Chilli immediately going right into the center of the investigation because, well, as we know, he's an attention whore. And he can't just stand off to the side and record it. He has to make sure that all the police stop their job, stop the investigation, and focus directly on him. We also hear him admit that he's only there to create a scene. He's only there to get content, stress test the amendments, or stress test their rights. No, that's just his way of saying, I'm here to cause a problem so that I can make a video and make money on it because, well, my life sucks and I don't want to work a real job. So I go around the country and I provoke police officers into a fight verbally so that I can e-beg later on YouTube for money so I can pay for gas, which in his terms would be rent, I guess. I don't know. He's an idiot. And no, officer, he's not a constitutional law scholar. He's not even a First Amendment auditor. He's just this mentally deranged moron who lives in his friend's vehicle and sleeps on other people's couches whenever they are forced to let him in their house so that he can drive around and have an excuse for not having a job and working like a productive member of society. That's what he is. He needs a mental asylum is what he needs. If you can get him help, great. If not, just ignore him. The best thing police can do at this point is just ignore the little boy who looks like a condom as he stands off to the side. Because if they just ignore him, he'll back off a little bit. I hope. Probably not. He'll probably just put himself in there even more and raise his voice higher. And we all know how he is. But no, he doesn't sue any cops. He's never sued a cop. And even if he tried to sue a cop, he's not going to win. So, and he doesn't go all over this country. He goes to certain states, pretends to do this and that, gets a warrant, and then runs and hides. So as long as he can get a warrant in each state he does visit, we can guarantee he won't come back. That's what we need. Okay, so first he's barking at a police officer, hysterically barking. Like and he's severely shaking the whole time too. So he either didn't have enough of his morning fix for breakfast or he had too much of his morning fix for breakfast. I'm guessing it's the second one because, I mean, just his behavior alone shows that he's not sober during this. But then it's not a Chilli video without Chilli being a flat out racist. I mean, he almost was too excited to see a black man walk up because then he could finally be racist. And then to threaten the man with more racism if he talked to him, like, oh my God, what the hell is wrong with him? He is mentally ill. And I think that's why police officers do nothing about him. They look at him, they see a mentally slow man-child throwing a tantrum to get his way because he's an attention whore and he needs constant attention. And the police notice this, so they coddle to his feelings. Stop coddling to his feelings. Who cares? Just deal with him already, because he's not only just impeded the police officers' jobs, obstructed the investigation, but he's also showing disorderly conduct. He should have been handcuffed and put in the back of a cruiser while they finished this investigation. And then I'm sure his mouth would have gotten him in more trouble, and they could have just, instead of letting him go, they could have taken him down to the jail. But this has got to stop. Police officers calling to him has got to stop. He's not the only one that they do this to. They knew he was a First Amendment auditor, and then the minute he opened his mouth, they knew he was mentally slow. Okay, fine. But this behavior is disgusting. And anybody who supports Chilli and supports his behavior and his racism and his sexism and every other disgusting thing about him is no better than he is. You're all scum. And he is the king of scum.
You hadn't said anything to me, I wouldn't have said a word to you guys. I wouldn't have said a single word, dude. I wouldn't have said a word.
Yeah, so we're going to make sure that he doesn't mess with you.
I'm messing with somebody? I'm a First Amendment auditor, you said, right?
Yeah, we just can't.
So what does that mean? What's my principle?
We just can't have
my principle as a First Amendment auditor would be what? To be the press. To be the press. So my First Amendment, if I'm a First Amendment auditor, which I'm a little bit more than that,
No.
I wouldn't want to mess with your subject. All I want to do is film the scene.
Absolutely.
That's all I want to do.
Okay.
Do you feel threatened by me?
No.
Are you scared?
Not at all.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so that's why you're not going to be interfering with her.
Oh, I'm messing with her now? Isn't she in public right here? Isn't she on a parking lot where I did business here?
She's in a weekend state.
Do I have a receipt? Oh, great.
Let's get her to take care of her.
Tell me more about her HIPAA.
I'm not going to tell you anything.
Tell me more about her HIPAA. What else are you going to say about her health conditions?
I have nothing to say about her.
Okay, you sure?
I'm just saying that man knows.
Okay. If you had just left me alone, bro, you wouldn't be getting your ass kicked on camera.
If you wouldn't be getting your ass handed to you on camera. You wouldn't be an internet sensation because you don't know who I am. For a unit for it. Let me just get another unit.
Get another unit here quick. There's a guy with 2 cameras. You've already identified me as a First Amendment auditor. Quick, get another camera here, guys. Get another camera. Hey, make sure I don't go too close to the car. I might jump in there and try to steal it or grab your shotgun, right?
Like what? What are you talking about?
I've had cops literally lock their door. Like,
really?
Yeah, bro. Like, let me say something.
Yeah, Chilli talking about he's a First Amendment auditor and that he's so much more than that. Obviously, we know he's not. And obviously, not only the police see that he's not, but the victim on the ground sees that he's not. And the shaman that Chilli obviously went running over there because he fell in love with her from far away, even she can see he's not. I mean, everybody can see that he's not a constitutional law scholar, and everybody can see he's not a First Amendment auditor. He is a nuisance. He is a public nuisance. The cop had to interject because Chilli just walks right in the center of the crime scene and starts yammering away at the mouth. The cop was right. I wouldn't have had to intercept if you hadn't walked through here. He's so delusional. But again, he did admit that he does this to get a reaction, that he does this to provoke the police to get a reaction. He already admitted it when he said, I stress test, blah, blah, blah. He admitted it, that he does this for a reason of getting a reaction. At this point, the cop should have just walked away and let him throw his little tantrum off to the side by himself. However, they do that. And he still walks right in the center of the freaking crime scene because little baby boy Chilli needs attention 24/7. And if he's not getting that attention, he's going to make sure he gets that attention at all times. Uh-oh, we have another Deborah Rogers on our hands. Somebody must be dehydrated. They are dehydrated. Watch out, Chilli may be in the works for another fundraiser because some random woman on the road is dehydrated. And technically, she's not on the road. She's in a Walmart parking lot, but she's dehydrated. So look out for that fundraiser. Woman in parking lot, dehydrated. Need thousands of dollars now. only in Chilli's account.
Thirsty? Are you thirsty?
Oh, I have my juice right there. Somebody bought that for her.
You can't drink the juice though, because they'll be suspicious there's chemicals.
Paying for her for new clothes and juice. She's okay. She doesn't need an animal.
Well, officer, do you feel like I'm interrupting your stop? I don't want to interrupt your stop.
For free.
Are you okay? I don't want to interrupt your stop.
So whoever's money's getting
I was just trying to film.
sorry.
Gotcha.
I really am. Because these people don't need to get paid.
Right.
It's a spoiled life we live, and we got to learn to let it go sometimes.
So, oh, that's an epic mustache. I'm not a paramedic. Look at the stash on this paramedic.
I'm okay. We have the same name.
Oh, look at that stash.
Chilli's jealous he's not man enough to grow a
Bro, who do you
stash.
style your stash after? Who's that stash after?
I do it for myself.
That is epic, dude.
Do you mind if we cut the cameras while I discuss my
I'll step. Yeah, let me step away from you. No problem. No problem. Let me step over here so you guys can do your medical stuff over there.
Tax dollars that doesn't want to be grabbed, sir. You don't know these people, and you're not inviting them over for dinner to thank them?
Yeah, just that one.
It's a shame on America. You guys don't know how to have the old frontier's way, which is give me a cup of tea and it's, a lamb steak for helping you out. That was the old way of doing it, but you just grab somebody random to do it, and you don't even have the courtesy to ask them over for dinner. Excuse you. That's not who America is. So I suggest your beautiful little tax dollars that are getting out of this woman who didn't need to go gets put in a piggy bank so you can go thank the Americans properly. When you retire, I expect you to go around the whole town and give them all a plate of cookies.
What's she being helped for? Shoplifting or
Thank
drugs?
you.
Sure.
Oh, nothing. I gave her a hug and juice, and they decided to separate me and said, sorry.
I hope you get help, honey. I really do.
I have no weapons, nothing.
I know,
Didn't curse anybody. Never have. I'm a God-honest shaman for 10 years, and I walk around the town not asking people for money. Honest to my soul. I don't ask people for money. I walk around to help people in need to prove that the old American way is still alive and kicking.
Wow.
So that people can stop bitching about taxes. That's why I do it. I take the bullet so nobody else has to.
Are they gonna?
Wow. I hope she gets help. I really do. I hope she gets help. I don't want to film someone who's mentally ill. She's having a breakdown. I can see it. She's in full psychological breakdown. She's in full psychotic breakdown. Yeah, she's psychiatric breakdown right now. I've seen it.
Gotcha.
That's where she is. She's gone. She needs help. She needs to get on meds and get herself straightened out.
This lady right here?
Yeah, that lady. She needs
She
help.
had meds in her bag?
I don't know if she had any meds in her bag, but she definitely needs
All I
help.
saw was vodka. That's it.
Hey, Joy.
And I help.
He's talking to you, Joy.
What is your name, sir?
No, I'll let him do his job.
Very polite. Thank you.
She's clearly mentally ill. That cop may have tried to have dominion over me for a moment, but, both of these people getting the proper help they need. And unfortunately, they're probably not going to get it. They're probably going to go to jail and get in trouble for get charged and stuff like that. And it's going to be terrible. But at the same time, I don't need to extend her.
Yes, Chilli, we know that you have seen mental breakdowns. We know that you have seen the mentally deranged and the mentally ill because you look at yourself in a camera pretty much all the time. When you're not looking at yourself in your camera, you're looking at yourself in the mirror. So, yeah, we're very aware that you have seen severe mental illness because, well, you look at yourself all the time.
My hands, Kelly. So let me just take a note here at 10 minutes. I'm going to have to flip the camera around. Oh, shoot. So now these cameras are a little off. I really hope she gets help, man. I don't think so. She said she's been a shaman for 10 years, so that means she's been walking around for 10 years. Oh.
Yes, so she has claimed to be a shaman for the past 10 years, and she's still out walking around, while you have claimed to be a constitutional law scholar for 20 years, and yet you're still out walking around. So I'd be careful who you try and say is unhealthy when they claim to be something they're not, because don't throw stones at glass houses. You will shatter to pieces.
Backup going on. Oh, wow. Oh, you're the backup? What's your name and badge number, backup? What's your name and badge number? How you doing, backup?
Okay, how are you doing?
What's your name and badge number?
Officer Boldman, 17147.
Sorry, what is that again, sir?
Officer Boldman, 17147.
Boldman?
Yeah, Boldman, B-O-L-D-M-A-N.
What position did you play in football?
What?
What position did you play?
I used to play.
What'd you play? I could, bro, come on. What'd you play?
A long time ago.
What'd you play?
A long time
You were
ago.
good, though, right?
Yeah, listen. Hey, back just a little bit for me.
You were good.
You're more than welcome to show me. I don't care about that. But
Yeah, I know.
Just hang back for me a little bit.
I know, yeah. I'm good right here.
Yeah, no, just a little bit.
No, I'm not gonna do me a favor though, Mr. Bowman.
Just give me
Let me give you a fair warning here, just like I gave the other guys. I'm not a First Amendment auditor.
All right.
I'm a constitutional law scholar.
Okay.
And what I do specifically is stress test my rights.
Right.
You will not have dominion over me.
Right.
I won't move my feet from this position.
Okay,
you can seriously get down on your knees and say you're sorry for being the horrible tyrant you are by trying to have dominion over my feet work. You want to tell me where my feet can go.
Right.
Ask these guys. I've been very respectful.
I'm just asking.
Look at you. You look like you're constipated now because I told you I'm not moving my feet. Because you played linebacker?
I didn't play linebacker.
Did you play linebacker?
I didn't play linebacker.
Did you play? No, you played O-line?
What? I didn't play
D-line?
Maybe I didn't play football.
Because here's what it is. Just so you guys know, I play football too.
I played soccer.
When you get on the line, it's one man versus another man, and this guy still has that mentality. I'm not saying he's not a brute, dude. This guy would be one hell of a real fist fight if you actually tried to fist fight this giant. But you don't get dominion over me, brother. You can't tell me where to move my feet. Go ask them if I've been super respectful.
No,
just go ask them. I heard him.
Yeah. Oh, so the rumors may be true after all that he was beat up by the football team pretty much constantly through high school. It wouldn't be surprising at all. I mean, he is a sissy as an adult, so obviously he was a sissy when he was growing up. I believe the rumors. He was bullied and beat up by the football team, and probably the wrestling team, and the band, and the cheerleaders, and the math club, chess club, pretty much everybody. Because, I mean, look at him.
But here's what it is. Just so you guys know, I look like you're constipated now because I told you I'm not moving my feet. Because you played linebacker?
I didn't play linebacker.
Did you play linebacker?
I didn't play linebacker.
Did you play? No, you played O-line?
What? I didn't
D-line?
Maybe I didn't play football.
Because here's what it is. Just so you guys know, I play football too.
I played soccer.
When you get on the line, it's one man versus another man, and this guy still has that mentality. I'm not saying he's not a brute, dude. This guy would be one hell of a real fist fight if you actually tried to fist fight this giant. But you don't get dominion over me, brother. You can't tell me where to move my feet. Go ask them if I've been super respectful.
No,
just go ask them. I heard him. I'm just saying. I'm not moving my feet.
Okay,
because you don't get dominion over me, bro. I'm the boss of you.
You are not my boss.
You follow my orders.
You are not my boss.
You're here to uphold my rights to stand here and tell you to suck it. Eat my shorts.
Tell me what I want.
You are here to uphold my right to tell you to literally get down on your knees and eat my shorts, copper.
You can tell me what I want.
No, really. You can eat my shorts.
Okay.
I wouldn't move from this mark.
Okay.
And if you put your hands on me, I'll sue your ass, bro. I would sue you.
Okay, I haven't touched you.
And you would be listed in a federal civil rights lawsuit. And when people looked up C. Boldman, they would see your name on Google first. And that's my real goal.
Okay.
I'm so glad you're out of the torture cuffs, honey. Thank God you're out of the torture cuffs.
I actually live for the Queen of England who has passed, and this gentleman, who has the same name as me, Joy.
The torture cuffs.
I know I used this yesterday for Ask Elmo's video, but I'm going to go ahead and use this again. Just as it says, public buildings don't belong to any individual member of the public. Public employees don't work for any individual taxpayer, no matter how often a taxpayer tells an employee, I pay your salary. So no, Chilli, you are not any police officer's boss. You are nobody's boss. You wouldn't know what it was like to be a boss because you don't even want to get a job. You just rather go around provoking police officers and begging for money off of your subscribers because that's how you yourself feel like you're a man, even though that's not being a man. The funny thing is, Chilli, the only man in this situation with you and the police officer is the police officer. He has a job. He's doing his job. He gets paid for his job without having to beg society for handouts or vehicles or a place to stay. This police officer has a home, a career, a bank account with money that he worked for, that he worked for every day. He didn't have to beg for money. He didn't have to knock on people's doors and beg to stay on their couch. He didn't have to beg somebody to drive their vehicle. He did all of that on his own. He got his own vehicle. He got his own home. He more than likely has a family who loves him. You will never have any of that because you choose not to have any of that because you're too lazy to work for it. Okay, are you guys ready for it? I mean, are you really, really ready for it? Because this police officer is about to educate Chilli on Terry versus Ohio. Because even the cop notices that Chilli is ignorant when it comes to Terry versus Ohio. Even the cop knows Chilli has no clue what Terry versus Ohio is. This is awesome. Love this cop. Thank you for educating him, even though he's still going to claim that's not what it means because it doesn't fit his
them and saying, hey, you can't go anywhere. I'm watching you. If you run, I'm going to charge you the felony because you're under detainment because of the bullshit Terry versus Ohio lost from 68, right? Why can't you just use a camera? Not exactly how that works.
Yeah.
Dude, who's the constitutional law scholar and who's a cop?
Oh my God. But that's not exactly what Terry versus Ohio is.
Oh, it's not? Then educate the public. How is Terry versus Ohio? You can walk up to me on suspicious and put me in torture cuffs.
What?
You can walk up to me based on suspicion and put me in torture cuffs. Don't lie, dude. Don't lie.
And Terry versus Ohio is for patting you down, not placing you in cuffs.
Bullshit. It's all based on officer safety. No. You can put me in torture cuffs for your safety and mine.
No.
Don't lie, dude.
That's not how it works.
If you're suspicious right now that I was stealing, can you put me in torture cuffs?
If you're stealing...
No, if the stores here called and said, hey, I think the guy in the blue sweatshirts was stealing. Could you put me in torture cuffs?
Policy that lists every single reason we can handcuff.
So you can put me in torture cuffs?
Look that up online, actually.
No, you can?
Yeah, it's all available online for you.
On what?
Available online.
Yeah, just look it up online.
Las Vegas
Constitutional scholar should be able to find that out.
Well, I mean, can you put me in torture cuffs if I'm stealing? Yes or no?
If you're stealing,
right?
If there
I'm stealing
reliable information that you
that I stole something.
Yes,
you can put me in torture cuffs.
Yes.
Okay. Now, thieves are mostly cowards. So if you walked up to me as big as this giant, what was the linebacker, bro? What'd you play again?
I told you I didn't play football.
You didn't?
No, I was a cheerleader.
You still are. You're just wearing a clown suit.
And now he's going to be educated on who approves the applications when you file for a license to be able to carry a weapon. I love these two cops. They are amazing. They are actually educating Chilli. Chilli is embarrassed. You can tell by his demeanor, his face is getting red, and the laughter. He is embarrassed. He is literally recording himself getting schooled and owned and educated by these two police officers. And it is beautiful.
I'm in the clown suit.
Yeah, man. Look, you're seriously in the clown suit, bro. Look how you're dressed. This is from the slave catcher days from 1704.
Yeah.
The same badge that they used for the South Carolina slave catchers is the same badge you're wearing today, brother.
I know.
And I'm not a liberal. I'm a conservative.
I know.
Why do you feel about gun rights? Do you think I should be able to carry a gun?
Absolutely.
You think I should be able to gun underneath my shirt right now?
As long as you have a
license? Where do I get the license from? Who says yes?
You just have to go down and do a background check.
Right. And then who has to approve my gun rights? A copper! A copper!
No, it's not the
President of the police bureau. Yes, it is. So why do I have to get...
Can we take a moment to appreciate the fact that legally Chilli is not allowed to carry a gun? Thank you, Lord.
Permission from you for me to protect myself. You think that too? You think I should have to ask permission from the President's Police Bureau? No. I should be able to carry a gun right now?
Personal beliefs aren't...
I'm not saying. I'm just saying. Do you think so? Guns for me, but not for these? I shouldn't be able to carry a gun?
That's just the matter of law. I don't have to like it.
You upheld the right. You swore not to uphold the Constitution. Meaning I should be able to carry a gun anytime, anywhere, for my self-protection, and neither of you gentlemen should have a problem with it at all.
Legislator want to know that.
Why do you have to enforce tyrannical laws?
I didn't pass a law.
You're going to be famous, man. You got worked a little bit, but it's not bad. You didn't get to what? You didn't overstep.
They are going to be famous because these two cops are the first ones to actually call you out on your bullshit educate you on your ignorance, and totally embarrass you in front of all of your subscribers because they just proved that you are not your so-called self-appointed constitutional law scholar. You know jack shit about law. You know nothing about law, case law, and you know nothing about the Constitution. These two cops just schooled you and owned you. You want to sit there and say that they got schooled? I don't think so. Even that cop is looking at you like you're an idiot because he knows what they did was school you. But you're not going to admit that. But look how red your face is. Look how red. Look how red his face has gotten since the beginning of this conversation, where he thought that he had the upper hand with these police officers, but he didn't have anything because these officers made Chilli feel smaller than he already is.
I did my job.
No, you did fine.
Yeah, that's
No.
You did fine.
You just did your job. That's what the Nazis said, bro. That's what the Nazis said. You just did your job.
That makes sense.
No, I mean, listen, I'll be honest with you. We could see everybody here has some, they had some, you saw what I did. You know, when you asked me to step away because she has a bill, did I step away?
You step back.
I walked all the way away, didn't I?
No. You stood actually right there.
At the beginning when you tried to push
interjecting,
right,
so that you weren't going to disturb her because she was actually saying that you were bothering her.
Yeah.
I was bothering her?
You were bothering her, actually.
Oh, I was bothering her.
Yeah, I mean, and that's not a crime.
Do you know how many times cops have told me they don't want you to record? Are you a feelings? Are you a feelings officer?
No.
Or are you a peace officer? Which is it?
I'm a feelings officer.
You are?
Yeah.
You look like a big sweetheart, bro.
I'm a feelings
I'll
officer.
bet you are. You cuddly, aren't you?
Just ask my
You
lady.
cuddle?
Yeah,
You're a big cuddle guy?
I'm a feelings
You cuddle after? You cuddle for a while?
Yeah.
Look at his face. He got red. Man, dude, listen. You got my blood pressure's high. I wonder what yours is.
Oh, I know it's high. I have great blood pressure. It's like 120/70. I just got my physical last.
Dude, congratulations. How old are you?
I'm old enough.
Ah, you sorry. I'm going to ask you questions.
Yeah, I know what channel you are.
My channel's called Delete Laws. These guys are going to be on it.
Laws.
They're going to be famous.
That's the law.
No, you guys can watch it. I identify myself every time. I am what I am.
Nobody.
Why do you think I exist? How come I'm filming you guys?
I don't know because you
kill people.
Why does Chilli exist? Because, I don't know. I guess we have to balance out the stupid with the educated. And if there's too much educated, then I guess we just can't run correctly. We need somebody to laugh at. So Chilli was created in the line of stupid, not the educated, of course. That's why he exists. Otherwise, I don't know. Because he's a waste of freaking oxygen.
Because you hurt people. Because you take people to a rape cage.
I've never hurt anybody.
I've never hurt anybody.
You hurt. Hey, did those handcuffs hurt? Those handcuffs hurt?
I will tell you personally that his name is Joy.
Okay, she's too crazy.
My name is Joy.
Her name is Joy. She's too crazy. Just so you know, bro, every time you put torture cuffs on someone, they're always torture. They were
I didn't handcuff myself.
No, let me put them on you.
I'm sorry?
I'll give you $1,000 if you let me put them on you.
He doesn't have $1,000.
Not here when you're in the uniform. I'll give you. You can find me, Delete Laws. I'll give you $1,000.
You don't have
I'll make you
$1,000.
ask out before the 10 minutes.
Well, if you follow LVMPD policy,
I'm real popular. You'll find my channel. Trust me.
If you follow LVMPD policy on handcuffing, it shouldn't hurt at all.
Oh, really? Is that what you do? Do you do them fair every time? Fair and balanced? You don't put them on tight ever? No one ever has to be loosened? Never?
Once in a while, then you loosen them.
Right. And you put them on the hard
We're
plastic.
trained that way.
Let's see the back of your seat. Can I see the back seat? Can I see it?
Actually, but
Can I see it? What can I see it? Let me just see the back seat.
you know what it is.
Can you just get in there without cuffs on so we can see? Because look at his size, guys.
child.
Just get in there in the back seat. Let me just see you fit in without torture cuffs on.
I go in the back seat.
Let's do it now. Let's do it now. You ain't gonna fit. You don't fit.
So here's the thing.
No, you don't
get to
fit,
tell me what
bro.
to do. I do fit back there. It's not-
Right. So you tried to tell me a second ago though where I couldn't stand. You guys, and don't get me wrong, don't get all offended. You guys walk up and you're like right in our faces.
No, I did. I was just asking.
You're like, you do. You walk right up and get in people's faces.
Who are you, Chilli?
People do their job. They're trying to transport that lady, so she.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Was I not respectful? When you asked me to step
you were
away,
not.
did I not?
Hey, I'm having a conversation with him real quick. It's a private conversation.
I'm so sorry. I didn't get that on camera.
Come talk to me, dude.
He has no expectation. He can't listen. Just so you know, dude. He can't tell me what to do out in public.
He can tell you what to do, Chilli. And that's why you are now whispering, because you know that other cop is not going to put up with your bullshit like these two cops have been doing. You know that other one isn't going to put up with your bullshit. He just told you what to do, and you cowered like the little wussy you are and silently laughed, and then walked over to the other cop so quietly. He can't tell me what to do. He can't tell me what to do. He just did, and you did it.
Walk right over there and put my camera right in their faces. And I look forward to them touching me so I can put them on a civil rights lawsuit.
So you're allowed to film us, absolutely.
Oh, no, I'm allowed to be free, bro. Big difference.
But if, like,
I'm allowed to be free.
If we're handling a situation, we can't ask you to stay behind a certain line.
Dude, I was so respectful. Is this a new little copper? Or is that the same copper?
Which one?
The one who's here.
Oh, he just came over to check on. So these two are working in partner.
Wait, can I get your name and badge number? You're new. Can I get your name and badge number, sir? You just tried to. You gave me an order. Can I get your name and badge number, sir? I didn't get your name and badge number, sir, and you just gave me an order. You just ordered me around in public, and
I'm not telling you again. I'm having a private conversation with them. You can go stand over there.
I need to inform you something, sir. If you violate my rights, I'm a constitutional law scholar.
Over there, please.
I'll take you right to court and sue your ass. You'll be sued within 24 hours. My people will have me out within an hour.
I'm telling you to stand over there. I'm having a private conversation.
This is a public area, sir. You don't have
over there. I'm having a private conversation with them.
Okay, guys, here it is. I'm standing right here, and I'm not moving my feet 1 inch. What are you going to do about it? You're not going to do a damn thing. Because there's people who are genuine like me, and I will sue your ass in 2 seconds, Piggy. Don't ever try to take dominion over me. Who the hell do you think you are?
Now you see Chilli is doing this as the man's back is turned to him. Okay? Like, he's not even saying this, and he's not even yelling it anymore. Because he knows this cop is not messing around. He knows that this cop, if he pisses him off enough, he will arrest him. So Chilli has backed down, he's lowered his voice, and he waited until the cop turned his back to him to start running his mouth, even though it's not as loud as it was in the beginning, because he knows this cop means business, and he doesn't want to get arrested.
Paid to upheld my rights. I can scream at the top of my lungs right now and interrupt you. Okay? This is the 1987 case of Houston versus Hill. I don't like to raise my voice, but don't tell me what to do. You don't have dominion over my freedom of liberty of speech. Annoying, dude. Look, excuse me, sir. It didn't have to be that way. If he had just given me his name and badge number, if he hadn't spoken to me initially, I wouldn't have even interacted with him. Okay.
See, this is where Chilli's talking about that he goes out to stress test. He is purposely trying to get another reaction out of that police officer. He wants that reaction because it's the only way he's going to be able to grift for more money. See, I went out there and I did this for you guys. He doesn't do it for anybody but himself. But he's going to use this as an example. I did this for you guys. I did this so you don't have to do it. But what is Chilli's first rule? What is the first thing he tells everybody? Don't talk to police. You never, ever talk to police. Under no circumstance do you talk to police. Has Chilli shut up even 1 second in this video? No. He has ran his mouth for an entire 27 minutes, and he's been running his mouth directly only to police.
I'm super respectful until you guys try to have dominion over free people.
Okay.
But I get it. No, but you don't. Hold on. Can we have a reasonable conversation? I mean, I'm just reasonable. When you came here, you tried to have dominion over where I would stand.
I was just asking not to interfere.
And then he won't just admit. I was so respectful, bro. You said when I realized she was having a medical episode, and
actually, you're a little rude. I told you that she needed an ambulance.
Listen, initially when I came up,
because you have your YouTube channel.
No, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with changing this BS system.
I thought you wanted to help her.
Dude, so he tried to have dominion over me, and then you got here and you tried to have dominion, and this guy tried to shout me down in public. I'll scream louder than him.
You should run for office.
I am. I'm running for governor.
Good.
You guys have no idea.
Oh my God, there's his I'm running for governor again. Chilli, you could run for governor, but yeah, you wouldn't even get 1% of the votes. You're an idiot. He's never going to run for governor. Just like he's never going to take the bar. Just like he's never going to start these constitutional law scholar classes, which, by the way, you cannot teach constitutional law scholar. He's never going to do anything he says he is. He just says it to make himself look like he's important. But even these cops are sitting there looking at him like, what happened? Like, where did your parents go wrong with you? Honestly, even these cops are like ready to get rid of him. He's a child. He's behaving like a child who was told no. And he's throwing a tantrum in this parking lot. It is disgusting how anybody at 48 years old can say, I'm a man, but then go out in public and act like a child. The only thing Chilli needs is to go back into his home, drive to his friend's house, and re-up on his chemicals, because he's obviously in need of chemicals badly right now.
Change this system. You don't get dominion over people, dude. And if you treat people with respect, I'll treat you with respect.
I treat him with respect.
You tried to tell me where to stand. I didn't even know there was someone ill over there when I first came on the scene.
I said there's somebody ill over there, and then you stayed right you were. So okay, bad guy. All right.
Then maybe there's a miscommunication. Okay.
Yeah,
when I got here, I only saw one person on the scene who looked like they needed medical help, and she was in torture cuffs. I didn't know there was another person sitting over there.
When I pointed to her.
But here's the thing, Chilli, it's none of your damn business. Okay? It's none of your business if there's another person sitting over there who is in need of an ambulance, who is in need of police help. It is none of your business. It had nothing to do with you. So nobody had to tell you there was somebody sitting over there. You are a nobody. Absolute no. You're not a journalist. You're not a constitutional law scholar. You're not a First Amendment auditor. You are an idiot with a complex and very severe case of you're uneducated so severely uneducated that it is frustrating, to the point it's frustrating to see how uneducated you are. It is none of your business. You interjected yourself on purpose so you could cause a scene. You even said it yourself that that's what you do. So don't try and play a totally different thing at the end. These police officers have been more than respectful and polite to you. You haven't been respectful even one time. Not even one time have you been respectful to these police officers. And they've done nothing but their job and been respectful to you. One of these days, you're going to get taken down. And I cannot wait until that day happens so that you can leave people alone. Stop hurting people. Stop hurting people as far as them going to jail. Stop hurting people as far as taking their money. And so you can leave these police officers alone so they can do their damn job without having some petulant little child who's so butthurt over being told no, yell and scream in their face the whole time when they should be doing their job. Let's just finish the video.
Yeah, I knew then, yeah, but I wasn't initially. I was looking at the girl in torture cuffs.
It took you quite some time. It took you for the other medical personnel to come by to actually get you.
Well, do you think I'm slow? You think I'm slow?
No, I'm just telling you.
Yes, you are slow. And that's exactly what he was saying. You are slow.
Come on, man. I was so nice. Listen to me. People are going to see it on camera.
Nice
Name my channel is Delete Laws, bro. Okay. You're going to see how you come off.
Okay, great.
And this guy's going to see how he comes off, and this guy's going to see how he comes off. You're all going to see he tried to shout me down, bro. You're such a beta male. You can't. You're a real alpha male. You can't treat that way, bro. You can beta male the cucks, but you can't beta male a real alpha, bro. You're a coward, straight up. Without the.
The alpha male is the one that's walking away, ignoring the little beta bitch who's still sitting there throwing a fit like a child because he didn't get what he wanted. Let's just be honest here, Chilli. The real beta boy is you. The alpha is the cop that's walking away, ignoring you.
Badge and gun, without the badge and gun, he would never talk to me that way, and that's a fact. You would never speak to me that way.
No, he would, and he'd take you down.
Hey, nice to meet you, officer. It was nice, officer. It was nice to meet you. It was nice to meet you. Have a good night. It was nice to meet you. You too. No, it was nice to meet you. I was really. I thought you didn't get rattled, bro. Good job. I'm proud of you for not getting rattled, like actually putting your hands on me.
No, why would I do that?
You didn't go hands on.
You're just out here filming.
That's all I was doing. Thank you, dude. I appreciate it. God bless. Take care. Please don't hurt anybody. Torture cuffs are torture.
Fuck up.
Why would someone want to have dominion over me?
Chilli walks away a loser once again.
Yes.
Okay, so basically in the end, Chilli walks away a loser like he does every time he's awake. He's a loser. But he was educated, he was schooled, he wasn't embarrassed, and he was put in his place by these two police officers. He knows the real truth on the laws, the ones that he can somewhat understand at least. He just doesn't want to admit it because it doesn't fit his narrative. When these cops educated him, the fact that his face got beet red and his laugh was the way it was, you knew he was embarrassed. And that's the best part, is that these cops were way smarter than him and managed to put him in his place. I loved it. And I love that third cop that came in towards the end as well. Hats off to him. That's what the other cops should have done. Let's just be real here. These other two cops spent way too much time coddling to his feelings. Chilli is a delicate little flower. If you don't coddle to his needs, he's going to explode and then wither away. They didn't want to see that episode. They see enough disgusting messes every day during their job. But what they should have done is educated him, put him in his place, and then left. I mean, he didn't even want them to leave. Like, he's literally at the guy's window as it's rolled up, and he's trying to drive away, and Chilli's still trying to carry on a conversation. But remember, Chilli's first rule, don't talk to police. He's such an idiot. And unfortunately, the love of his life that he found right there, who's about as mentally ill as him, she got a whiff of his personality there at the end, and she took off. I told you she was going to run for the hills, and she did. Sorry, Chilli. Another one gets away. Nobody wants to be with you. It's not sad, actually. She saved herself. She saved herself, yes. Anyways, I'm sorry the way I did it at the end. Usually, I stop and do a meme and talk, and instead I was just stopping the video and talking. I just wanted to get through the rest of this video. I didn't want to keep stopping and driving you guys nuts with stopping and then starting and stopping and starting. So I just did it that way. If you guys prefer the way I've always done it, let me know. If you would like to see me do it more the way I did it this time, let me know that too. With that said, I hope you enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. Take care. Be safe.